How you doing, YouTube? Welcome to Let's Get Stringing. In this video, I'm going to summarize what my thoughts are throughout my multiple sessions of playtesting the 3 demo rackets I got from Tennis Warehouse. However, in the previous video, as I stated, I pretty much just gave up on the Shift 99. I'm sorry, I didn't really jive with that racket, and I didn't feel a need to even give any more thoughts even further, because it would just be simply a waste of my time. Perhaps it's more for a beginner level player. Certainly it's not for me at this stage. First up is the Wilson Blade 98 V9 16x19 string pattern. Here are my final thoughts. So my background, my experience with blade line is pretty limited. I have not used any of the previous versions at all. Version 8 looked really good. Version 7, it goes all the way back. However, from some of the reviews I was able to watch from other YouTube videos, people say that the version 9 is the best version since version 5. A couple of years ago, I did own the Wilson Blade Pro, which is the Prolapse version that were only for sale on Wilson's own website. I tried it had the paint job similar to the version 8 paint job, except it's more glossier compared to the regular Blade V8 version. So the glossiness is compared to what you can see from what the pros use on TV. They especially look really good under the night lights. While I like both the 18x20 string pattern as well as the 16x19 string pattern of the Blade Pros, ultimately I had to sell them both because of simply because of their high swing weight. With strings and everything, dampeners combined, we're talking about close to 340 swing weight, which is above my capabilities. And actually, before I tried the V8 Blade Pro, I also tried a V7 Blade Pro. It also was glossy. I didn't buy it from the Wilson's site. I bought it used from Facebook Marketplace. And I remember that stick was very powerful and solid. I think in a couple of my earlier videos, I showed myself using that stick and practicing against my ball machine. And you could tell from the sound of the ball impact. It's a very solid and loud sound. It wasn't hard to strike the sweet spot. And compared to the V8 Blade Pro, the problem with the V7 Blade Pro is that it tends to be stiffer and more jarring in the hand, and it was also a high swing weight as well. So after trying those a couple of years ago, I haven't picked up another blade, none of the regular blades, until recently after seeing some of the positive reviews. I decided to demo. So as you'll know, this demo racket came over spec. Tennis Warehouse said that it was supposed to be 324 swing weight. However, the one I got happened to be 330 with 3 gram dampener that I put on. It adds up to 332 swing weight, and everything was sweet. It has a lot of good penetration. It hits the ball, hits a bigger shot compared to my Speed MPs as well as my Speed Radical. It's 98 square inch. It's the same head size as my Speed Radical, but power wise, I say that is even more powerful than my Radical, because I remember that my Radical, if I can't get my core strength or the power transfer correctly done on both the forehand side and the backhand side from the baseline, most of the time my shots could land short, like somewhere around the service line. And that's not the case with this particular blade 98 V9. I'm able to get deep and penetrating shots. Some of them even have high launch, which can push my opponent back way beyond the baseline, and that's a good thing. It could help me during the matches. In terms of serves, I feel that this racket is even more control oriented, so it does not generate as good of a spin, like top spin or kick serve, compared to my radicals or the Speed MP. However, it does have better control, so I'm able to aim for spots better. However, my kicks, I was not able to get better kicks or better slices, so it's not as good on spin. So, you gain some and you lose some. So the reason I like this racket a lot, and a couple of weeks later I decided to get myself one, is the fact that I didn't think I was going to be able to use such a thin beam racket. Back in the days when I started playing tennis seriously, I used Prince 03 that had a thin beam. I think the old Pro Staff, the classic 6195 had a thin beam, so oftentimes, although I get good control with those rackets, I would not get enough power. And that's not the case with the Blade 98. I feel like I get enough power, and the maneuverability up at the net is great. I'm able to block shots back without the racket twisting. And in terms of receiving at the baseline, the ball pocketing is really good. Upon hitting the ball, the ball has already gone. I feel very confident on the feedback that it gives me, and the ball goes in the general directions of where I expected it to go to, and that wasn't the case with my current racket, which is the Speed MP. With the Speed MP, that's a 100 square inch size racket. Although it's very powerful, but at the time of impact, I have no clue where the ball was going to go to. I mean, I try to aim for a certain target. However, if it lands in that general area, or it could be totally off. A lot of times it has a quite of an arc with that racket, and it lands short. And in terms of directional control, a lot of times I try to aim for corners, like closer to the sideline, and it would barely get close to the sideline. And if I try even harder, I may overdo it and make the ball go out. So that's the issue with rackets like that. And I feel like with this Blade 98, it could really help me correct those areas. And also at 332.7 swing weight and 6 points headlight, it feels a little bit heavy in the hand. However, the advantage with this is that it didn't require a full swing and a racket head speed for me to generate the same amount of power that the lighter rackets require. So, I naturally would like to swing full out. However, at my current level, I'm not able to swing full out all the time. So at times, it's inevitable to slow down my swing and just block shots. So having a heavier racket with heavier swing weight, helps with that regard. And as I said in the previous videos, the only downside with this particular racket is that it tends to hurt my wrist a little bit, which I think is caused by the high swing weight on this particular racket at this swing weight. So hopefully, from what I read online, people have been getting low swing weight ones. So hopefully that will help with the wrist issue. And so that's about all I can think of. My final thoughts are that it's a racket that I could easily pick up a pair of and just play with it. I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be my new stick that I'm gonna change to it. So stay tuned for future videos of me playing with my new Blade 98 V9 16x19. Stay tuned for the Percept 97 review.
Peter. 40-30. Down to 2. Swing vision.
And here's my final thoughts on the Percept 97. I was really hoping that this racket would work out for me because I've tried the Percept 97D, that is the 18 by 20 dense string pattern. Although that felt really good, it was also on the heavy side. And I understand also that the Percept 97H is even heavier or something. It's like way beyond my capabilities. So I was really hoping that the regular 97 will work out. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. And I did give it its fair shot. It came in stock at 315 swing weight. Really head light, like 8 points head light. So I bumped it up to, at first I bumped it up to 325 swing weight by adding weights at 3 and 9 o'clock. And it played better, not enough that for me to say that, this is a sweet racket and I would pull the trigger on switching. Definitely not as good playing compare and contrast with the Blade 98 V9, which I'm about to buy. So after the 325 swing weight mod, I bumped it up some more to 328 swing weight by moving half of the weights at 3 and 9 up to the 12 o'clock position. I'll put a picture here, you can see it. And that got it close to the 330 swing weight that I normally swing with my speed MPs. It's just that the speed MPs are around 6 points to 5 points headlight area, whereas with this modified Percept 98 at 328 swing weight, it is still about 8 points headlight. So with these type of headlight rackets, the head naturally comes through fast, and pretty much the racket head speed goes faster than what I'm used to. From the baseline, you may think that the faster racket head speed helps. However, I still find myself sometimes getting to the ball late, and I have to make a very deliberate effort to try to get there early, get my foot set early so I can strike the ball in front of my body. So when I'm able to do that and I catch the ball in front of my body, the ball will pocket and shoot out effortlessly, and I feel like that's when my strokes are in sync with the ball, and that's how I'm meant to use the racket. And however, it's proven to be that I'm not fast enough for this fast racket. In order to have success with it, I have to swing really fast at all times. Otherwise, if I don't do that, if I just slow down the racket head speed, if I slow down my footwork, my running speed, I get there late. Balls don't launch as expected. They tend to land short. That's not to say that it's impossible racket for me to handle. It would just require for me to be in a better physical condition, perhaps work on my cardio and my footwork and my overall fitness. And leg strength even. I did read some of the Tennis Warehouse playtest reviews, and most of them give this racket above 8 point something rating in all areas except for a couple of areas like stability. In particular, a couple of playtesters thought that the racket is unstable, and I'm not surprised because it's light on swing weight, so it won't be the most stable unless they're willing to customize it. And I don't think that makes any sense. By the time I spend the effort to customize it, I could have bought a heavier racket to begin with. So, also I have to say that when I hit it just right, I get a flat and deep and flat ball trajectory, which feels really sweet. And I felt that it has a really big sweet spot. Comfort and stiffness is really good. No complaints there whatsoever. I'm not sure if I did mention it when I first received the racket with Slingo Hybrid G 16, either 16L or 17. I'm not sure. The string was kind of backed out. Like when I moved the mains with my fingers, they would click in and they wouldn't snap back. So, and it felt bad during my first playtest. So I went home and I restrung it with a new set of my go-to Hybrid G 17 string. So. With that said, I have to say that at this time this racket is just would not work for me. So I'll just let the rest of the video play out, and certainly appreciate you watching, and I look forward to showing you future videos. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and take care.
Yeah. Wilson one's there? We have a Wilson one too. I think that was yours. What you got? 好。
Very cheeky shot. Very cheeky, right? Purple. Good shot.
Out. Out. Nice shot. Long.
That was deep, no? Second.
5-4.